Hello, hello, hello. This is Roleplay Cafe. I'm Jason. I'm here with Todd, our GM of Old-school Essentials tonight, with Dell, this Canavan, myself as Martin, and John as George. And we are returning to Joth and Black Fish Bay for session number 43.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I actually got the number right. I did some research before session. Yes.
You did. That's right. Hey, before we start, let's just recap with everybody out there who your characters are, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with you there, Jason.
I am Martin. I am a third-level thief, human, neutral alignment, and I am currently doing something. Having just gotten here through the portal.
Right.
I cannot remember what we're doing. We're going to Fangs camp, but I can't remember why.
Okay.
Shoot!
I was just watching your video.
I know.
Recap.
I'll have to
How
let
could you
John.
forget? It was like 5 minutes ago. I was just watching
you
you do that. Oh my!
In the blizzard. We're in a blizzard. We're headed along Fangs. We've crashed our boat along the shore to avoid the creature, but I don't know what we're doing this for.
We have to go free Hilda.
Yes, that's it. Of course you would remember, George, because you got a crush on Hilda. So
yeah. What's your armor class?
Oh, my armor class? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My armor class is where am I at here? Sword, leather armor, so AC 13.
And your hit points?
And I have a Dex mod, so that's pushed it up. I think that is already modified. My hit points are currently 9 at level 3. Yeah.
Out of their total 9?
Yeah, 9 is the total. Yep.
Okay. All right, and let's move on to Dell.
Well, actually, I'm not playing Canavan tonight, so
You're not playing Canavan.
Correct.
Wait a minute. Weren't you playing Canavan last night? Last time? No.
No, remember?
You were.
Yeah.
He wasn't here. Yeah.
I wasn't able to show up, so I have to be woven into the story.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we'll do the old fade in, fade out thing. You were with us the whole time. You just weren't playing a key part in the story. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. So
he was carrying my bags.
There you go. Okay?
No,
That's
it was
great.
an illusion that I was carrying your bags, actually.
All right. So we got Cavanin, and he is, what is he? What's he all about?
Okay. Well, actually, his name is someone with a name generator right now. Let me see.
Wait.
Let's find out what his name is.
Tom.
If I'll get to the first pronounceable when I see. Zurius.
Wait a minute. So you're not Cavanin at all?
No. Remember we talked
you're
about
bringing a new character.
Bringing in a new character. Yeah, he's fresh out of the portal.
Oh my gosh, fresh out of the portal.
He's an illusionist. Remember our discussion?
Oh yeah. So
I was going to make him a gnome, but you balked at that.
Yeah, that's just one of my things, man. I got.
Wait a minute.
I got
we were
this
just talking earlier about how we could play whatever character we wanted.
Well, not Dell.
Classes.
We can, John. John, we can.
Oh,
I don't
Dell.
know. I just got this thing about gnomes.
That's why Todd rolled up a gnome for.
That's right.
I've got a gnome. I've got a gnome in the wings. Effects dies. I do. I have a gnome as well.
No, but he's Zurius. I believe that's what it said. Delugio.
Delugio
Right. But yeah, he runs a mystical, magical shop in Joth.
Right.
And a lot of what he does, he goes out to find curiosities to add to that shop. So when the new portal to a new area opened up, he wanted to go see what was to be had, so to speak. So
okay, all right.
That's why he is taking up with these hooligans.
Did you say Zurius or Jurius?
Zurius, Zurius.
Gotcha. And he's a third level illusionist, or first?
No, second.
Oh, second
level.
That's a lot of experience for a third level illusionist.
Gosh. All right, and his alignment and hit points and arm class.
Oh, you really want me to say his alignment, or just I could text it to you?
You can text it to me. That's okay. That's okay.
Big secrets.
Sorry.
Big
John
secrets.
plays
Fidel.
very close to the chest.
Big secrets.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Well, there's only three: lawful, neutral, and chaotic. So, boy, it's going to be
Armor
a tough
class.
figure.
Armor. You know what? Armor class and hit points. Can you tell me that, or do we just gotta?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
20.
20.
Oh, armor class. No, armor class is AC. And honestly, I forgot to roll the.
What that is? Okay, you can work on that. Got hit points? Got that far?
Well, actually, I could
No?
not find. All I've got is my. I had the fillable sheet and I filled everything out. I just can't find the file to print it out. My computer, my printer's down right now. So
Okay.
but I think it's D6, right? Yeah. So I'll roll that
No, it's D4 for hit points.
D4 for for hit points. I think that's what I was waiting on. Do we start with 4 at first, or full at first,
No.
and then roll?
No,
Okay.
no.
I didn't think so.
You roll.
There's gonna be a-
You roll.
It's going to be a 2 hit point illusion.
Hardcore.
I know. You.
Canavan's
All right.
starting to look pretty good right about now.
Yeah,
ain't he, Dell? Yeah, Canavan certainly is looking good. Yeah.
Yeah. How do I do this rolling again?
Oh, the little dicey thing.
My Lord. Yeah.
Make sure you're on the little chatty thing.
Gosh,
Yeah,
Dell,
you think
Dell,
it's about-
Dell misses a couple of days, and it's like he regresses.
I know.
Yeah. That ain't no joke.
It's like he hadn't played in 10 years.
What do I do? Slash
Oh.
G.
No. Okay.
Hey, there's in the
Tell him.
okay.
I didn't remember.
In the top left-hand corner, you'll see a little bar of icons. There's a 20-sided die in there. Click on that,
Oh
Here,
yeah.
I'll roll it for
And
you.
then-
2d4.
and
You
then-
have...
there you go.
There you go. You have 6 hit points. How about them apples? I rolled 7. You'll take
you're-
your 6? Okay.
No, I rolled 7.
No, you rolled a 6. I rolled 7 there, Martin.
Oh, really? Okay.
We'll give you
I'll
the
take
average. 6. The average of that is 6.5
6
round
and a half.
down 6.
it. Yeah, that'll work. 6.
All right.
That half a
Okay.
hit point. That'll save your
Unless
base.
unless I get there, then I'll whine about it.
Okay, and then we got John playing George.
Yes. George
Who is
the
our-
Liar. He's a level 2 bard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He is-
Yeah.
His alignment is chaos because he lies all the time.
Mhm.
His hit points he has 10 hit points and 16 armor class.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Wow,
He's
he's-
the powerhouse.
He's fit,
Dang.
baby. I like that.
Well, he's always had 16 armor class. But the 10 hit points is new. I used to have like
Well,
4,
wow.
I think, or 5.
you're top man on the stick as far as hit points are concerned there. Wow.
Oh,
All right. So I won't go over the recap. Okay, we've probably all heard that, read that. Watched that. Watched Jason's recap there. But and you are on the east shore of the Lake of Talons on the 24th of Bitter Moon. There was a bad storm that's just starting to ease off now. Stallworth was ferrying you adventurers down the east side of the lake when you were attacked by some giant fish that really rattled the boat quite badly, so badly in fact that he had to put it ashore. But you were kind of feared to go to shore because, well, the little wax is out there on the shore, on the east shore of the lake. Although you can't see it because of all the snow. But you did hear a mournful voice calling out in the storm, calling out for Hootie, and you saw this large, corpulent person making their way through the storm, calling out for Hootie, who you know is Jacodus's magical blowfish that was formerly a member of Hootie and the Dwarfish before they unfortunately disappeared on their way between Brickett's Bottom and Black Fish Bay. All right. So as you come ashore, well, not even to shore, it's like you're standing in calf-high water. The boat is, running up against the black rocky rocks that are just under the water. They're the pebbles, right? So Stallworth, he's looking at the boat and he's like, I think I could take one person in the boat that would make it, but otherwise I can't take all of you. But otherwise we've got to drag it to a safe place. I'm going to have to take it to the shipwright in Black Fish Bay and get it repaired. But I could take it myself.
I believe we could disembark and wade to shore here.
About how far down the lake did we make it? Like, are we?
We don't know.
Are we still up here?
You would guess. You are somewhere in this area where there may or may not be wax.
Right.
All right. So you'd have to do some poking around.
Yeah.
And it's covered with snow right now, right?
Yeah, it's covered with snow. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Right. You can see a little bit of black rocky beach. Maybe, where the waves are just lapping up maybe a foot or two. The water laps up a little bit and splashes on the rocks, but beyond that, it's snow covered.
Yeah, we probably have to stay in the water and just move along the water for a while.
Yeah, George asks, can you spare an oar by any chance? I think that would help us to locate where the wax is ending.
No, I have 2 oars, but you're not going to leave me with just you're not taking it. You're borrowing it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'll make sure it gets back to you at Blackfish Bay while your ship is getting prepared.
Let me just see.
Make them in the row and circle.
Well, let's make a reaction.
Oh, I'm sorry. Isn't this I thought this was I thought this had a sail on it. Doesn't it have a sail?
It does have a sail on it, but I do. Let's just see if he's willing to do this. Hold on here. Reaction check. 5. You can add your charisma bonus to it, though.
That'll be a +1. I believe.
Sorry. Right.
Hold on 1 second. 15. Is that a +1 or +2?
+1. I think.
1.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right. So he's quite unsure of that. He might need a little incentive.
Well, why don't I offer to pay for the repairs of your boat?
Oh. Well, that's more than generous, sir. Oh, well, very well then. Yes. All right.
You could have bought the oar. It would have been cheaper, George.
Okay.
Well, it'd be on the good man's good side, and maybe he'll bring us back to the Stony Lonesome when we're done.
Yes.
Okay.
Good point.
Bitterly cold here, Martin. And I've met Martin in the waiting line for the portal. Portal waiting line.
Yeah, we won't worry about what happened with you before. You like I said, we'll just have you in the background, okay, at this point, because we're right in the middle of something.
Just stay close, Arias. We will get you some curiosity.
Is there someone else here?
The both of you seem to be able to weather the storm more than I. My robes are already soaked.
Yes.
Sure.
You're soaked and cold.
And wring myself out.
Just
get around a brazier of fire and warm myself up. I shall prepare a room for you.
You are a long way from
take you
Joth.
long, and then I stretch about and look down the shoreline. Can I see off in the distance a Blackfish Bay? I like.
Maybe roll 6-sided dice, and let's just see if you can see at this distance Blackfish Bay through the snow. Four. No, you cannot see it to the south.
I adjust my spectacles, and they're kind of fogged and snow spattered, and I take them off and wipe them off. I think it's over in that area. Is that not right? Boat right.
Yes. It's over that way. Yes. As long as I stay in sight of the shore, I should be able to get there in a short while. But as I said, I can only take one of you now.
Well, you're
looking at the boat.
But we are closer to Longfang, are we not, Boat Right?
Oh, yes, you are. You are much closer to the lungfangs. Yes.
My suggestion would be you head back on your own, and we'll meet up with you there when we finished our business.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Very well then. All right. Well, be safe. Gods be with you. Fraxus be with you. All that.
Mm-hmm.
And he sets out onto the lake, and you see him eventually disappear into the snow.
Carry my things with you. Yeah, I've got a couple of pieces of luggage.
So I'm going.
Them.
All right.
So I'm going to take this oar and and along where we are on the shore, I'm going to slowly, gently start taking layers of snow off to see if I can get down to ground or wax.
All right. And you hit something hard, which at first you think is the ground. But no. You clear the snow away, and sure enough, where you are, there is wax.
Then we must keep moving down the shore.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll hit ground eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we're forewarned of this wax. Just being out of the portal, right?
Yeah, well, we had seen it before the blizzard covered it, so now we're just trying to kind of confirm where it stops.
Well, I mean, we know the danger, right?
Pardon me.
So
you guys have been standing in this water for a while. Your feet are soaked and cold. So I want you all to make a Constitution check.
All right.
Bitterly cold out, shiver.
Bitterly cold. Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 20. Ouch.
I made it.
I don't think Zurius made it.
Did
Okay.
it roll for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
19.
19. All right. Okay.
You have a 19 Constitution?
No, I got a 14, actually.
So you're gonna
I thought you
not
said
bad.
4 for a second.
So with this bitter cold and this just soaking wet from the knees down, your feet are getting quite numb. All right. So momentarily, for the time being, you're all gonna the fail that you've lost 1 point of Constitution.
Ooh.
All right. And if that affects, not permanently, no. But if there is a hit point bonus that's ensued because of your Constitution, and you go below, if you have a 15, you might have a +1, right? You'll be below that, so you're gonna. All right. So okay. I just gotta say it's 8:30, so I have to go tuck my son in. Sorry, and I will be right back. All right. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
So we do know the danger of this wax. Otherwise,
because we're from Joth, so we're aware of the dangers of it. George, I think, has discovered it live, but our characters, being from Joth, would certainly know of the wax.
Well,
yeah, I mean, George has been dealing with it since Stony Lonesome, so he certainly knows what it's capable of doing, because he saw the melted bodies at Stony Lonesome. And he actually used a wax-covered fling stone to attack. What's his name?
That's
the
right.
guy that
Bugbear
was with Hilda. No, it was the other guy. The other fighter type.
Oh,
that,
right. The Crutledge.
What's his name? Crutledge. Yeah,
Crutledge.
right.
Yes, right.
yeah, but one of my characters got broke through that top shell. I think it was my character, maybe it was David's, that went down to the waist, and he was so numbed he didn't even feel it. He was just the other one was trying to drag him out, and when they did, the bottom half of him, his torso, was just in no time flat, just dissolved.
Right.
They just pulled up the skeletal remains of his lower half and his entrails and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that guy up north of Kobaeli.
Oh yeah.
On the other
That's
side
what
of
I'm
the
looking
river.
at right now, Kobela, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't realize. Yeah, he was all numbed, eh?
Novocaine River.
Horrific. All right, so we're continuing down the shoreline, I guess, eh? Checking for wax. Okay, so
Yeah.
go a little further and check.
I'm sure the
All
wax
right.
is frozen. I say as I shiver and slosh my way through this.
Okay, well, the next spot that you check, you see that there is indeed rocks underneath. Okay.
Thankfully, this cold is frozen the wax flow, no doubt. There's a blessing in disguise of silver lining.
Yes. You will have this this negative to your constitution until you can get warmed up.
Okay.
All right.
Until your character dies.
So you're
Whichever happens first.
you're somewhere down around here. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So.
I believe the Longfang Lodge should be somewhere south. Maybe we should just get on the road until we see it in the distance, and then we can make a plan of how we're going to.
Here.
Whether we're just going to walk in or...
And some ale. They wouldn't turn away weary travelers, drenched to the bone in this bitter cold. Shiver and walk on.
All right. Toward the road.
Toward the road. Okay, so you travel a little ways through the snow towards the road.
Oof.
Oh. Okay. As you approach the road, you see coming from the north a small party. All right.
That's what time of day it is or night.
It's afternoon. All right.
Oh, okay.
It's afternoon. The snow is still falling, but not nearly as aggressively as it was earlier. It's just one of those nice kind of gently falling snows, and everything, all the sound is cushioned by it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Look yonder.
And you see a party of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 individuals coming towards you. And one of them is being led on a rope by the others. All right. As they draw near, you see that of those 5, there's 3 of them that carry matching shields. And the shields have this design on it where it's, make sure I get this right here. Okay. So on the one side of the shield, it's a white background with an eyeball. The lower half of the shield is a black background with a skull on it. Now, do you know what this is? So, let's make intelligence checks and see if any of you know. And those of you from... Are you all from Joth?
George isn't, right? Or
George's
no,
not.
he's George. I don't know if George is.
All right. Well,
baby. I got it.
Okay, so, Martin, did you make it?
I did not. No.
You did not.
I certainly did.
You certainly did.
I've seen these rapscallions before.
Yes, you know that by that shield they must be watchers of the White Door. The zealots who worship Yorkai of the White Door. They are seekers, but they are also overzealous hunters of undead.
Okay. Now, this in correlation, I mean, I don't... Is this supposed to... Is there any deity that an illusionist or mage would be more prone to?
You can
It
come
might
up
be an
with
opposition.
One.
Okay.
You can come up with one. Well, I don't have one specifically, but like in this setting, there's all these, like Thraxus is like overwhelmingly the main god, right? But there's all these small gods, right, that were greatly weakened.
Well, I know we've been adding to it.
Oh yeah,
if it was one already there or not.
There isn't one already. So if you have a god of illusion or magic or whatever.
Oh yeah. world is all we're living in the grand illusion. Ooh, sticks. It would be I'll think of the appropriate name. A second here, but
Okay. All right.
yeah. I'll say, as I see them or notice them coming, do they seem like trouble to me? Do I know that they would be, and they don't?
They won't be trouble to you if you're not
As long as
undead,
we're not undead.
or someone who has been resurrected, which sometimes happens in these lands.
Well, I'll double check my colleagues to see if they have been or not, and then kind of the followers of the White Door. They head this way. They carry someone in tow.
Mm-hmm.
They seek out to eradicate the land from undead and the like.
I am all for that. Let them pass. Let them do their job.
I have nothing to fear from them.
Yes.
And as they approach, they're obviously the one who is their leader. He's they're all in gray cloaks, but you can see that they're armored underneath, and they have their shields and their weapons. This particular individual looks like to be about 50 years old, with a very long curly gray hair, and he approaches you, and he puts up a hand to kind of stop his party, right? Doesn't even look back at them. He just puts up a hand, and they all stop, and he says, "Greetings, fellow travelers.
Martin, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I am Danette, servant of your Kai. And who would you be?"
I will kind of nudge Martin with my finger in the low back, kind of nudge him on to do all the talking for the party. Go, speak to them, George. Speak to them.
I'm sorry, your Kai or my Kai?
Your Kai, goddess of the White Door.
Yes. What a lovely woman. Is there something that we can assist you with? You must be new to this land. Did you come through the gates from Joth?
No, we would never use the Well Witch's servants to assist us, or undead servants of the Well Witch to assist us in using a portal. We travel the roadways, the riverways of the land as is natural. Yes. We have established a small guild house, chapter house of our crew, our band of seekers in Black Fish Bay, and we have been scouring the region for those that have come back from beyond the veil. There is much work to be done in this region. And as
I may have some information for you. Is it worth a few gold? What I might have for you?
He steps forward and he says, "But first, it may be, but I must be certain I am dealing with those who are not abominations." And with that, he removes this amulet from within his cloak that is an eye, right? Mm-hmm. And he holds it out, and it lets off this pale blue light that shines on from one of you to the other, right? And he kind of just lets the beam fall on all of you. And he says, yes. He says, "None of you are abominations." And he tucks the amulet back in his cloak.
Are abominations so capable of looking and acting like us? And I'll point to my friends. Are they that clever, cleverly hidden among us?
He
That you would
chuckles a
need
little
a
bit.
tool to tell if something is a walking dead or not?
Look at this poor creature that we drag behind us. And he draws your attention to this, obviously a human. He looks perfectly fine,
Okay.
right? He's tied up. Looks quite nervous. And he says, "This wretch here has come back from beyond the veil. He is indeed one of the dead." And at that, the individual chimes in, no, they've got it all wrong. I am not. I had nothing to do with this. I don't know what happened. Last I know, I was fishing on the lake. I'm an eel fisherman, and I fell off my boat, and the next thing I know, I was awoken in the swamp. I came out of a big pot, and there was a witch there, and my brothers were there, and I don't know what's going on. I did not ask for this.
So
Then
your
that's a
amulet,
sign.
did your amulet show you that this man was indeed dead? He appears completely normal to me.
And he pulls out the amulet again, and he shines it on this individual. And when he does, it kind of like you see. It's almost like seeing an X-ray of the skeleton
gotcha.
underneath, right?
Illusionist, what do you think of that, illusionist? Is this real or is this an illusion?
I turn my eye to it, and smudge off my glasses, and clear them. And if it is illusion, it is a rather grand one.
My, well
Yes.
then you are doing your job well, Seekers.
Yes.
But I might have information for a grand capture if you are willing to pay for it.
What would that be, my friend?
Are you willing to pay? I'm thinking a mere 10 gold.
What is your charisma?
It's 9.
So you got no bonus.
No
Okay.
bonus at all.
No bonus, nada. And so, how does he take that? 6. Yes. Well, he's not outright no. He's not outright yes. He's thinking maybe maybe you need to tell him a little more before he parts with his coin.
If I were to tell you that just north of here, we heard moans, great moans and wails of a ghostly figure, a corpulent ghostly figure that walks these shores.
A giant, if I do say so.
A giant. Is that not worth 10 gold to you?
This does interest me. You said on the east shore of this very body of water?
Well, yeah, and I'll wave in the general direction of where we heard the moans.
Right.
Yes.
He was calling a name.
What was he calling?
Hootie.
Hootie. Very interesting. And you saw this when?
But within the half
Maybe.
hour.
Yeah. At least.
If you have come from the... I am surprised you have not heard it since you have come from that direction. They were coming from the north, correct? Coming south?
They were coming from the road that leads out to Bricket Bottom.
Okay, so they were coming down from that road.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll wave in that direction. I am surprised you have not heard it or seen it.
Yeah, because the voice was coming from the land, right? Not the lake.
Along the shoreline.
Right.
Okay,
I mean,
where the
it was-
wax was, though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to
So-
tell them about the wax, George.
Yeah.
Oh, I
They can brave the wax.
All right. So he turns to one of his companions and he says, Tithania, pay this man 10 gold pieces for his trouble. And so this middle-aged woman, who is also dressed in plate mail and has the shield of the Watchers, comes forward, and she's kind of nervously playing with her braided hair as she comes towards you and reaches into a pouch and brings out 10 gold pieces for you. All right.
Thank you. I will hand 3 to the Zurius and 3 to my partner George, and I will put the other 4 in my pouch. I get the bonus for having thought of such a brilliant scheme.
Very well.
I'll keep 4 for myself. Thank you, Seekers.
Yes.
And I do hope you catch all the undead that your God desires, Yurikai.
That is our vow to Yorkai, yes. None shall come back from beyond the veil, from beyond the white door. And they turn and they travel back north towards, in the direction you guys came from.
Okay.
All right. And all the while, this person on the rope is yelling and begging, for help, and don't send me with them, please. I am not what they say that I am. And before they fade into the snow. All right.
Poor bastard. All right.
Indeed, but if he's
let's continue
dead. Long Fangs. We'll head toward the Long Fangs.
Okay. Go towards the Long Fangs. All right. So onto the road, and you head south towards the turnoff with the Long Fangs. And let's just see if there's anything else on this fine winter's day that gets in your way. No. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yes?
When we start to get in sight of their camp, I'll stop George and Zurius. George, we had come to somewhat of an agreement before the boat was wrecked. We agree that we will attempt to purchase Hildra, or do we want to offer that we will catch the Kraken for them?
Certainly purchasing her would be the easiest solution, I think.
And I think the most fair. We should be able to purchase, pay her fine, and get her away cleanly. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we should, before making any firm decisions, perhaps we should get an idea of how much it'll cost us.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Since you're squabbling over pennies from those Yorkai folk, I have a feeling that most of the wealth in this group is with me.
Yes, it is. But I would hope that you'll be reimbursed by our benefactor, Jacotus.
He is a bit stingy with the money, I found.
Yes.
But we shall see.
Right. So as you go off the side road and you travel downwards, you see a wooden archway through the trees, and beyond that, the first building you see is a longhouse. All right, quite tall. Obviously, it has a central fire pit. There's smoke coming out of the middle of it. You can see some people, men, women, mulling around outside by this outdoor fire pit. And you can also see, I guess, from your vantage point, you see the corner of this building here. Had any of your characters been here prior? John, has George been here before?
No.
Okay, so no one's been here before. Okay. All right. So this is your first time seeing the Long Fangs. All right. So you also see, as you approach, the edge of this, which is a almost circular palisaded something that has a platform running along the edge of it with railings. Okay. Is that where is it? There. So that's like a platform that runs around the edge of it. You can also see a set of stairs here going up to the platform.
Okay.
All right. And you can also see what looks like some sort of, let's see, some doors here. It's all wooden construction.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'm assuming you guys are in around here. There are other buildings too. I guess I might as well just, because it's not really secret, I guess, so we'll just reveal some things.
As we come in and look around.
As you come in, you see other buildings, right? See, obviously down here, this is some sort of barn in the lower right, with a big kind of iron barred wagon sitting outside of it. Right? Over here, outside of this barn, you see people working on. There might be skins that are stretched out on racks, and you might see bodies of various creatures hanging and being gutted or butchered on outdoor butcher blocks. You can even see somebody who seems to be like pulling feathers off of owlbear's head, sitting it on his lap and just sitting there yanking these feathers off this thing.
I whispered to George and Zerius. It seems I thought they captured beasts for the slave pits. What are they doing skinning them here, killing them and skinning them here? That seems to be counter.
Well, maybe they went through some initial trials to offer them the best of the best.
Oh. Yes, they may be running their own slave pit arena here.
As you're discussing this, someone approaches you, an older-looking warrior of some sort. He's got a long claw hanging prominently around his neck.
Oh,
and then you kind of notice as you look around that most of these folks have got some sort of long claw hanging around their necks, or fang, or whatever, right?
Okay.
All right. And he's kind of braided, kind of auburn hair, and just a beard, no mustache, right? Kind of got a bit of a beer belly, right? And he goes, "Oh, who have we here? Who have we here? What brings you to the Long Fangs?" he says.
Yeah, I'll raise a hand to him and stop walking. We are here to inquire about a rumor that you have a prisoner that we would be most interested in finding out the status of.
Does prisoner have a name?
I'll look at John.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll look at John. I mean, George, excuse me.
Yes, it is Hilda. She goes by the name Egg Slayer.
Egg Slayer, he says. Very well, very well. Let's see. I'm going to make a reaction check to see if he's, gonna... 7, boy, oh boy. He's like...
+1.
Well, +1, 8, okay. All right, so he's kind of leaning towards it. He says, we may have such a person here. We may not. I'm not sure. I don't know all their names. They're just prisoners to me.
Well,
just whoever the Justicards bring in.
Well, I am Martin. This is George and Zerius.
I take a deep bow.
And we would like to know is who we are speaking to, and are you the man that we would need to speak to about administrative concerns?
No. I am Oren the Beta. No. You want to talk to the Alpha, Poland? Yes. I will bring you to him. Come.
Good man.
You do look slightly cold, my friends. You will come around the fire in the longhouse and warm yourselves up. We are nothing if not hospitable to travelers.
That would be welcome.
Very well. And he leads you into the longhouse, where, sure enough, yes, there's a central fire pit. There's sleeping or sitting platforms running down the length of it where it looks like this is where most of these long fangs will sleep at night or stay and gather to talk. In the middle of the north wall, there is I don't want to call it a throne, but it's a seat of power.
Mm-hmm.
And sitting there in between two large tusks that overarch each other and have skins, some sort of animal skin stretched between them and tied with thongs of leather. Right? You see. Let me get this picture of this guy, this individual here. Oops, where are you? Kind of a scarred-looking guy. Who's you see him there? Upper left corner.
Upper left corner.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I was zoomed in. Yep.
Yeah. He's got one eye that's been damaged, and he looks like he's got some recent wounds too.
Okay.
Also inside here, there are various trophies. There's antlers of some creatures you recognize and some creatures you don't, and there's a stuffed bear standing on its hind legs on one of the platforms, and on one of the walls, very close to his seat, is a large humanoid-looking head that has very feral kind of features, very sharp, razor-sharp-looking teeth, and a kind of almost like a lion's mane around it. All right. I'll let you all roll intelligence, see if anybody recognizes what kind of creature this is.
All right. Oh, got a 4.
No.
That would be me. I can't.
Okay, you recognize that as a manticore.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Okay. Yeah, I shudder and grab a hold of each of their arms and squeeze a little bit. And that yonder cage, I believe it is what it's called, a manticore, a deadly.
It's just its head mounted on the wall, okay?
Oh.
It's not the whole
The
creature.
wall yonder.
Yes.
Head.
Close to this individual's
Yeah,
we'll
very
call it
Cages.
dangerous.
yeah.
Cages have 4 walls, my friend. That's only one.
Yes. All right. So, Boland is his name. He is the alpha of these long fangs here. And Oren comes in and says, Alpha, these folks, these travelers, they wish to speak to you about possibly a prisoner that we have.
Again, as we approach, I'll kind of elbow or nudge George forward to do the speaking.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Very well.
Remember, George.
Yes.
You are sweet on her. You want her, George. You want her.
First up, silence, says Boland. First up, mead. And he calls for mead, and they bring you drinking horns that are overflowing with mead. Right? Sit by the fire. Warm yourselves, my friends.
I do so eagerly.
Yes.
Cradling that horn, putting it to my lips, making a nice long.
And he's calling for food to be brought to you. So warm, freshly roasted venison or something like it is put on plates before you, and you have your horns of mead that warm you up rather quickly and take away that constitution negative that you had, right?
Nice.
Get you back up rather quickly. And he just, anytime you try to start a conversation, he just stops you. He's like, eat, drink first, warm yourself by the fire. Right?
I appreciate your hospitality. Alpha, I believe, is your title. Is that correct?
I am the alpha of this lodge, My name is Boland. And who are you, my friend?
My name is George, and these are my two compatriots. We are representatives of a noble from Joth. And it has come to our attention that you may have inadvertently captured an employee of our patron.
We do not capture humans. We capture creatures. But we do have holding cells for the Justicars who bring in lawbreakers.
I take the draft
Yes.
away from me. Maybe that provides our answer, and then I'll replace the horn and continue drinking.
Yes, I'm sure that your Justicar had reasons for arresting this young woman, but we are here to parlay for her relief.
My friend, that is not my decision. You will have to take it up with the Justicar.
And can he be found nearby?
Let's see if the Justicar is on site here today. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. They're here. No, they are not. No. No.
They're in Joth.
The most I can tell you, well, first of all, you will have to tell me who this person is. We have a few of the Justicar's prisoners on site, awaiting their fate.
Yes, the one you love, George, could not even be here. I say,
Looks
and I
like-
cough and pick up some food and eat it. And
I smack
replace the wine.
Zarius as he says that.
I choke
Yes,
on the wine a little bit.
Yes, she goes by the name Hilda. She is a large, burly woman with long red hair and large, sinewy.
Just look at the ball. Yes.
Yes. As you describe her, you can see that he definitely knows who you're talking about. Okay. Oh yes. I know who you speak of. Yes, a mighty thewed woman indeed. Yes. She is here. Yes, and I believe she was arrested for the crime of banditry on the roads between Black Fish Bay and Bricket Bottom.
Good enough
Yes,
for
that
my
is-
conjugal visits. I say, and then replace the horn. Perhaps that is all he needs.
My friend is a bit lighthearted. I realize we must speak with the Justicar, but if we could but see her from a distance, if necessary, just to verify that it is her, so that we don't waste our time waiting for the Justicar to arrive.
I can have that arranged, yes.
And
Orin, my beta, will take you there to her cell.
and what, might I ask, is the customary punishment for banditry?
Well, I don't know what their customary punishment was here, but now that the Justicars have arrived and the laws of Joth are being enforced, she will be held in her cells until the time of the tribute. And if the tribute to Thraxus has not been met through monetary means, then, well, she will become a human sacrifice tribute to the dragon god.
And what is the human sacrifice tribute's value, normally? The human sacrifice must be worth something in actual weight of gold.
Let's see if he knows these things. Hold on. Oh, let's see. His intelligence is 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Now you see why he's the alpha. He's got brains.
I gotta write that down. I do have his stats somewhere, but right now, no, there's going to be 15 now. That's it. So it is written, so it is done. Okay, so he makes an intelligence check, and okay.
Yeah.
So each human sacrifice, I believe, is equivalent to 500 gold pieces.
I'll raise an eyebrow in George's direction. With a gleam in my eye, is that a number you can meet, George?
I will have to
Think of her red,
consider.
her beautiful red
I will
hair.
need to
There's no doubt she
take
can pay you back.
Yeah.
Actually, George, we should see how much money you spent on carousing all the winter.
Oh, okay.
We had to talk about that, right?
Right. Yeah. We never did it. Yeah,
we never did it. Okay.
Because David was never here since that happened.
But I mean, you could carouse separately.
Right.
Maybe the effects of the carousing won't really fit in, but the amount that you spent for XP, definitely.
To double that XP. That's what's cool.
You never know, right? So
he gets actual XP for it no matter what he spends.
Yeah.
Which is
cool. Okay. So where is? Let's see. Here it is. Black Fish Bay Chronicles. Okay.
Well, duty.
A 1d4 to see how much you spend.
No, you roll a 1d6 times 100 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't even think I have that much. I only have maybe 50 to 60 gold. I'm not sure.
What? I thought you had 1,200 gold pieces.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, I have. Oh, we didn't agree that we sold anything, so I didn't agree that we sold the amulet.
Hold on.
I mean the armband.
I know the armband is okay. Let's go to treasure trove.
Hey, you guys got a
treasure trove. Here it is. Okay, so you and Lauren left Stony Lonesome with 3,000 silver pieces.
Right, I took half of that.
That's 300.
Okay, gold. Yeah, 300 gold worth of gems.
That's 600.
Oh, I forgot about the gems. Okay.
Yeah, you had a healing potion, a spell book.
Yeah, I kept the spell book.
You still have the spell book.
Did they donate it to Kenovan as he stood watch? That gave him a tip.
No.
All right. Okay, so it doesn't look like you're going to have 500 gold pieces.
Most likely not.
No, you don't even have enough to. I mean,
yeah.
So we won't. You didn't have enough money to go out carousing too much. It looked like.
Sure as George says that she could work off her debt and suffice the 500 gold. Could she not?
Say that again. Sorry.
Could she not work off her debt?
That
not put her to work.
No. This is the law of the land. She is either going to have trial by monster, as is the tradition of Joth, or she will be sacrificed as a tribute to Thraxus. If she survives the trial by monster, then she is innocent and will be set free.
She could be taken into George the Liar's care. Upon his word, you can trust it.
On this, I cannot.
I will never understand the laws of Joth. Though I come from there directly.
Let's roll.
I think we will need to speak with the Justicar.
Mm-hmm.
I think
maybe he will be more
savvy into the ways of nobility.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly not a more affable fellow. And then I pick up the horn and take another draft. Pop some more fruit.
Boland takes a sip of his mead, and then he says, but there is a possibility that you might sweeten the pot for the Justicar. Maybe if you brought him some criminal of greater value, or some some creature for the slave pits, for the trial pits that we could use, it would sway his decision.
Aye, so it is bargainable. I look at George.
Perhaps. I am not 100% sure of this.
So that all that remains is that we just need to verify that she is here.
Aye. Yes. I will have my beta take you to see her. That is what you wish.
This is good. Would you allow me to enjoy your company further and the pleasures that this bounty that you've placed in front of us?
Food and drink are here for you to have, my friend. And a bed for the night, if you wish. Hospitality is...
A warm bed, I hope.
Our beds here are all warm, my friend, yes. You may stay the night. This is our way.
This is good. This is good.
Well, thank you, Alpha. I appreciate your hospitality and your assistance in verifying the presence of Hilda within your prison.
All right, so Oren takes you out of the longhouse, leads you around the trial pit, the palisaded thing there, and you see all these cells.
Oh, yeah.
Around the outside, right? Okay. And eventually he brings you to this small cell right here.
Okay.
And while George verifies her, I'm going to be from a distance here along, standing beside George. I will be eyeballing the quality of lock on this this cage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'll be observing whether there's guards on watch, where they might be along the walls or along the taking in all the data I can here.
Okay, so what you see is you make out, other than the alpha and the beta, you can see maybe 3 other long fangs milling around, doing their whatever they do around here.
Okay.
Right? And you can also see a small number of, now these must be retainers they have here, because you note that there's 4 of them, and they don't have any claw or fang hanging around their necks. All right? And they seem to be doing more menial tasks.
Gotcha.
You know, the butchering, the scraping of the hides.
Okay.
The picking of the feathers from the owlbear's head.
Oren, are these, and I'll just kind of nod in the general direction of one of them working. Oren, are these slaves? Who are these? Are these apprentices? Who are these people?
These are not slaves. No. We do not believe in such things. No. He says, no, these are those who wish to join our ranks, and they must prove themselves in our service for a short while before we allow them to become long fangs. Yes.
You test their mettle by scraping skins.
You must start somewhere, he says.
Well, you can't expect Oren or the beta to scrape skins now, George. Somebody of a lower stature must do it.
Yes.
And then I don't want to pick the lock. I just want to assess it. Maybe use my lockpick skill to assess the quality of this
yes,
lock.
you could do that, yeah. Okay. What is your lockpick skill here?
My lockpick skill, where is it? It is open locks, 25 big percent. Fat 25%.
Okay, I'll roll for that, okay?
Just to get an idea.
Just to get an idea. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Looks like a simple lock to you.
Simple lock to me.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could pop that puppy quite easily.
Okay.
Where where are we up on the
on the platform?
The Palisades, or are we down below?
You're down below by the doors to the cells. Okay.
And we can see inside it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can't see inside. They're not like cages. They're just like
cabins. That's what I was going to ask.
With very stout doors that have some sort of sliding window in them. Okay. All right. Barred. locked, right? As you pass this one, something inside must have sensed you because something just rammed against the door. And, little bits of dirt fall out from the chinking in between the logs, I guess,
My, what have you got in this cell? That thing has it's quite the bite behind it.
Yeah. A whole bunch of attitude, that one. Oh, that one will do good in the trial pits of Joth.
What is it?
It's an ogre.
Oh.
Yes. We keep it fed a special elixir that keeps it somewhat weak in state, but still, it still packs a punch.
And how often this elixir, do you give it to all the prisoners?
No. Only those that pose a danger to us. Yes. When we go to transport this creature to the portal, we will give it a little extra of the elixir, put it to sleep, and then load it into the wagon. It will sleep like a pup.
Wow. Are all of these cells full of creatures?
No. There are some prisoners here. Some are empty. We have a handful of creatures that we've gathered so far from around the area. We're always on the lookout for new creatures to add to our cells or new trophies to add to our longhouse.
So it must weigh heavily on the Alpha to have to store just petty criminals in these cells when you could be storing such greater fare here.
It is the way. It is the way. The trial pit, as is the trial pit in Joth, has holding cells for both creatures and for the unlawful, for the criminals.
So if the Justicar rules so, she will face something here in these pits right here?
It depends on whether the tribute for Thraxis can be met.
Or they will ship her to Joth, if you will ship her to Joth?
She may be shipped to Joth, or she may be sacrificed here as part of the tribute.
What is the sacrifice? Do you cut her head off? Disembowel?
No. She is tied, or any other criminal who is part of the tribute will be tied and to a stake, and the great god will come down and feast upon them.
Oh, so she does not have an opportunity to defend herself?
Not in that case, no. No, if the tribute has not been made.
Yes.
The monetary tribute, then
yes.
She is sacrificed to Thraxis.
Well, then that is the way it must be, because Thraxis, we were all doomed if we do not pay the tithe, so...
That is true.
And I'll say that I'll kind of turn away from him and look George in the eye, facing my back to him while my eyes are fixed on George, as making sure George's eyes aren't welling with tears or anything as he hears these stories of Gilda's demise. Keep your composure, George.
Yes, I'm trying to think positively. We still have many opportunities to free her before we start fearing the worst.
Oh yes, it is just a matter of paying her fine. Yes. Thank you, Oren. Have you, George? Have you looked in to identify whether it is indeed your Hilda?
Oh, he will slide the window open, the little viewport, and you can see her sitting in there against the back wall. There's very simple blankets and a pallet with some hay on it, a bucket and a bowl. And first she looks up and doesn't react to you at all. She's used to being gawked at by the curious.
Yeah, I will stick my head there next to George as he looks in, and I will whistle, Hilda, come here to us, Hilda.
Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So she's kind of curious, and she gets up and stands up to her full height, making sure that she's looking imposing, even though, you know, she's probably a little weakened by being kept in this cell, not fed the best, right? And she walks forward, and she says, I suppose you've come here to just leer at me being locked in here.
No, I am George's, I am here escorting George, and George is here to, hopefully, secure your release into our custody. But before George can make that deal, there is something we must know. Where can we find the Kraken?
Gregor. Yes, that's what he's calling himself now, the Kraken. He's mad, you know. Absolutely mad.
And that is why we want to bring him forth as part of the payment for you, so we can secure your release, Hilda. George has thought of all of these plans himself, and he has brought us this far, so we need this information, Hilda.
Let's see if that impresses her. Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, she's a little interested. She kind of looks at you and raises one eyebrow, you know, and kind of doesn't quite smile, but, you know, you've got piqued her interest a little bit. Right?
If it comes down to it, we may just buy your way out.
Buy my way out. Huh. Very well.
Yes,
so you want to look at the
rich man. He is a rich man, Hilda.
You wish to find the Kraken. Well, I believe he is hiding in the East Woods. Off the road. Off the road from leading up to Bricket Bottom.
Is he by himself, or are there other bandits with him?
No. He's gathered about him a band of ne'er-do-wells and such. I had to leave. After what he did to those musicians, after he tried to kill the Well Witch, I had nothing more to do with it, and I had nothing more I wanted to do with Jacotus. That's what he sent us there to do, and I said no, I shan't. But I was caught later on. Did I hear you
correctly, Hilda? Jacotus sent him to kill the musicians?
I never said that. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you. I thought she said
to kill
that.
the Well Witch.
Oh, okay. I had to clarify.
We were sent to thwart the Well Witch from opening her portal
by killing her.
Well, that wasn't the game plan, but it quickly became apparent to me that Gregor had other plans.
Yes.
He had a poisoned arrow that he was going to use on the Well Witch, and as the Draxus and the other smaller gods are my witness, I stopped him from hitting her with that poisoned arrow. I threw off his aim at the last moment, and she was able to open the portal.
Good.
We may be able to use this to our advantage.
Yes.
Hilda, I keep your spirits high. We will return, hopefully, within a few days with a solution for your escape.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. See if she's one more time. And she... Oh, okay, well, okay, all right. She's got her interests. She's feeling quite hopeful about this. You know? She says, George, is it? All right,
yes,
George.
Yes, we met at Stony Lonesome.
Oh.
I guess it's probably been about
a few months.
3 or 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Very well then, George. Yes. Well, I guess I'll be here if you get back.
But don't go anywhere.
Yes. Well, be careful in the East Woods, my friends. There's There's nasty things in there.
Ah.
There's said to be, last summer, there was said to be a giant roaming around in there somewhere.
Ah. And these long fangs have not yet secured it for the slave pits? For the arena?
For all I know, it's too large for the pits. I'm not sure.
So you mean a literal giant, not just a giant of a man?
A giant, yes. If you are going in there, yes. From what I know of the Eastwoods, don't go off the paths. You'll get lost.
Don't go off the paths. Great.
If you can help it.
All right. So I'll kind of walk away, leaving George a private moment with Hilda, and I'll walk, kind of coax Oren away, give George a moment with Hilda there at the cell.
A moment, okay. Are you looking for a moment? Are you looking
Leave
for
a tender moment alone. Yeah.
a tender moment?
I don't think we need to play for that.
No.
Okay.
No, it's. I mean, it's all in the
You can do that
imagination.
off
It's all
screen.
in the imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to see if,
You can do that
given your
Discord
charisma
app.
bonus, if she's at the final moment has some sort of maybe some
Whether she'll remember him when he comes back in 3 months.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, what's your charisma bonus? I don't. We'll just
+1.
we'll fade the black as you two
Rogue come with us. Yeah.
whisper through the
All the
door
best,
towards
all the best movies fade out. Leave it to our imagination.
That's right. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds of
Yeah.
waves crashing, the train going into the tunnel. 8. Okay. All right. Well, who knows? It looks promising, but there's no sparks flying. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is late in the day of the 24th.
Okay.
Do you wish to head out for the Eastwoods now, or wait till the morning?
Well, first I would ask George just to walk with me around the camp, and we can have a nondescript walk around. Try to shake Oren and just walk around the camp and talk to him in private.
Yeah.
If they'll allow us to walk unescorted around the camp.
Unescorted. These guys are pretty hospitable folks.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we're not, we're not,
Stealthy.
we're just walking around the camp by the fire pits,
No.
and yeah.
They don't, like, this place isn't fortified. There's no wall around it.
Right.
They do have a light patrol walking around, right? But it's not like military or anything like that, right?
And I'll stop here at this fire pit outside and say to George, George, I spied the lock. It is a simple lock. If you think it a better plan that we attempt to break her out and abscond with her in the night, the lock is easy.
I find that tempting, but I fear that we'll bring down not only the long fangs on us, but all those responsible for managing the sacrifice to the dragon god.
Good.
So I think we should use this as a last resort.
Agreed.
But it is good to know that would be so easy.
Yes, I'm capable, but I agree. I might be willing to risk the danger for, say, a gem worth 1,000 gold. But for Hilda, better to barter for her exchange. I agree.
Yes, and if it's so easy, perhaps you could open up the what was it again? The ogre cage. After we freed Hilda, as a bit of a distraction.
After we freed her, so you want to free her then?
No, I meant
Be
if
like,
it comes
"Not
down to
again."
that. If it comes down to that.
Oh yes, if it comes down
we
to
could-
that, it would be wise probably to free more than one. while they deal with that, we can easily get her free. Yes, I agree that we must have a distraction.
Why are y'all talking about this? I hate to interrupt, but I'll be in there the whole time talking to the alpha.
Okay.
And trying to lubricate his tongue as far as getting him, if he stays in there. I don't know how long he's going to stay in there, right? But I'll be doing little illusionary tricks or card tricks or, moving the shell around, humoring him and telling him about stories in Joth and regaling him with tales, and also trying to loosen his tongue on what possibly magical artifacts might be in the area or magical creatures.
Oh,
because that's my side thing. That's what I'm trying to do, is at least gather those for my shop back in Joth. So,
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a man of power and obviously some kind of,
Okay. So, so you're using your trying to entertain him, right? So we'll make a reaction roll based on we'll give you a +2 for that. Okay.
My charisma is 15.
Oh, so you got a +1 for that.
1.
So it's +3. So you're up to So you're up to +10 with your magic show, and he comes up with a couple of things. He tells you magical creatures. One of the things we've been looking at is there is a giant eagle that lives in a tower to the north of Bricket Bottom, beyond the Bramblewood.
Bramblewood, and I'll stumble about like I don't know exactly where these areas are, and I in truth don't. But I'll get into point and directions and whatnot, and elaborate on everything he tells me.
So he'll give you a description of that. He will tell you that he has heard tales that there is a water maiden to the west at a place called Maiden's Falls.
Okay.
Actually, around Maiden's Falls too, he has heard tales that there's magical armor in the waters at the base of the waterfall.
Okay, this I queue up a little bit, and really? Now I'm really trying hard. I'll be in there as long as possible, even if it goes into the nightfall, as long as he's willing to. Gather trust. If you guys are out there talking into the night, I'll queue up my dancing lights and have those hopping around the tents. You know what I mean? So then you might know that you hear the gaiety and the laughing and clanking of tankards around in there.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the point that I'll go to. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So I have other information to pass on to you, but I'll give that to you.
That's fine.
Afterwards. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
I'll give you a couple of rumors.
Well, it's also secondary too if those guys want to do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. This is so you're looking for magical rumors of magical items, creatures, adventure locations, and such like that. Okay. So I will pass that on to.
And
they'll hear this. Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
After I talk to John at this fire, I'm assuming that's a fire that Art.
Yeah, outside. Yeah.
I will look about for some of these low-level retainers that have been working, and if there's maybe a group of 2 or 3, I'll approach them.
Right.
While they work.
Okay.
If
they're
available.
Especially around the number 2 there. They'll be quite busy.
Okay. So I'll again make my way around the camp, just enjoying the camp, and I'll approach. You men working hard, I see. You are fledglings. You want to make your name here with the Long Fangs, do you not?
Actually, one of them is a dwarf. And he said, I would not mind joining their ranks. Yes, this is why I am here.
Well, I have... can I speak frank with you 3? Frankly.
Go ahead.
So I'll come in closer, and I'll fish out a couple of gold pieces and be flipping them and flip it and catch it.
Right.
Gentlemen, we are to head off shortly. My party and I into the East Woods, and our goal is to get a great criminal. And well, the reality is, it might do you all well among your alpha if you were to go with us and help us bring this perpetrator of most crimes back. What say you? Would you like to add a little extra duty when the night falls, and might improve your status here among the Longfangs? Would that interest you?
They look at each other to decide whether they are. Man, I'm losing my voice pad here. They have to decide whether what's the better deal for them. They kind of discuss amongst themselves. So, what's your charisma?
Oh, well, that's not good.
That's not good.
It's 9.
It's 9. Okay, so if we get anything 7 or over, they'll go. Okay. Well, I'll do one at a time. There's 4 of them here. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one, he'll go.
Mm.
The second one, he will not go.
Okay.
The dwarf you were speaking with will not go. And then finally, there's an unarmed retainer of some sort. And
nice.
They will go. Okay. All right.
Great. We have a guy with no arms.
Guy with no arms.
All right.
So I'll let the other two go back to their business, and I'll kind of take the 2 that are interested away, and tell them where will you be as night falls. Do you have a barracks here, or where would you meet us here along?
They tell you that everyone sleeps in the longhouse.
Then we will meet you out in the longhouse, outside the longhouse, as it approaches close to midnight. What say you? Yes?
They agree.
Bring whatever arms and armor you have. If you do not, we might be able to give you a weapon, loan you a weapon. But you will come back, and you will be, I believe, well regarded among the Alpha and the Beta here.
And they're totally buying the story that you're giving them. Okay, so you've got one is named Maricor.
Maricor, okay.
Yeah, Maricor.
Okay.
And he's a level 1 thief.
Okay.
And the other one is named Kotka, and that he is a first level magic user.
Okay.
All right, I'll put all this information up.
Awesome.
Okay, actually, let's see. Will this go here under meat shields? Let's see. Let's see. Copy and meat shields.
And I will then find George wherever he's at and catch him up.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to delete the first 2 I put in there. Delete that.
And I will fill George in that I have acquired aid that 2 of these retainers will go with us into the East Woods to help us.
Excellent idea. We could certainly use some more assistance when we run into these bandits.
Yes.
I'm sure we can give them a reasonable amount of treasure that we may find on this bandit camp.
Yes, we can give them a share. I promised them that they would be well received here, so let's hope I am not a liar. Hey, George?
We can't have a party full of liars.
Okay, so if you look in meat shields right now, you'll see I've got Kotka there.
Okay.
And Maricor.
Oh, nice. Right. Nice. Okay, yeah, so, sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with that. And I'll try, I'm going to see if I can set that channel so that we don't have any extra comments or anything, and it'll just be a lockdown channel.
Yeah, you should be able to set it where you can only view it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll look at that after the game tonight. Yeah. All right. So, you guys were going to leave the next morning early? Or?
Well, I would
Or
go back
tonight?
into the longhouse and try to rest until midnight. We wanted to meet them outside at midnight.
Yeah.
I'll sidle up to Zurius if he's not too busy with his entertaining and share with him. This is the goal. If he wants to join us, be ready at midnight. If not, what does he have in what does he have in store if he is not going to join us in the East Woods?
Indeed.
A good night's rest. I'm already inebriated enough, and I need to memorize my spells. So, I mean, I would think that if it's rather late when you come in, I'm not going to be of any sober use, other than the morning, as I expected. But I'll be kind of pawing at you and going like, I know a lot of things about the area now that the Alpha's told me, and I'm spilling out a little bit too generously.
Right.
About options for us to,
Right.
get some goods.
Not options pertaining to securing the release of Hilda, which is why we're here. Options for securing
Hilda, and my eyes
curiosity.
dilate a little bit, and I say, "Where is George? Is he? He better bathe her before he beds her, And then I'll tilt a little bit back, and Alpha, since he's the alpha male, I think he's getting it. All right, at least I'm trying
George.
to build that bridge to him, We're on the
Right.
same
George.
team.
Yeah.
But
George is
I'm
up
giving
late.
you like a week and gesturing toward the alpha too when I do that. You know what I mean? To pointedly so let you know that he's inebriated.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, the evening will continue with revelry and the various members of this lodge telling you tales of how the various trophies in here were captured and were where and things like that, right? Yeah. So
if we can gather in the longhouse and even have more people, so
Oh,
it'll be
yeah.
a distraction in effect.
yes, well, that's where everyone gathers at night, other than the guards that are kind of doing walkarounds. All right.
And I say you might need to carry me out of this place. I say,
When it gets rollicking close to midnight, I will help the inebriated Zurius to his feet and nod to George that we are to meet the retainers and head east in the night.
Wow. Okay.
Or not head east,
All right.
head toward the East Woods, I mean, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
wow.
Okay. So, at the appointed hour, you somehow make your way out of there. There might be people that are still awake. Things have quieted down much, and you gather yourselves and make an exit from the longhouse of the Fangs. All right.
Yeah, and along the way, I would think
Yeah.
at some point we might want to make camp, say 1 a.m, and get rest.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to get us away from the Long Fangs, get these retainers away from their duties.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
That was kind of the goal. But we could certainly rest, say once we get away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So you make your way out into the night.
Yes, that's it. So Zurius can sleep but off and memorize his illusions.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's make a roll here and see if... So first off, let's see. Okay. So it's overcast, but it's not snowing now, okay?
Okay, good.
And you make your way out towards the road and on your way to the East Woods. And okay, so you get to a position where you think it's a good spot to make camp, maybe a copse of trees that are before you get to the actual woods. All right. And you are able to establish a quick and dirty camp.
Mm-hmm.
There. It's not the most comfortable sleep under the boughs of some evergreens. Make maybe a little lean-to quickly, and do you make a fire?
Yeah, I think we probably would have to. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of these men is not armed, you said?
He has a dagger. That would be Kotka, the magic user.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Inside.
So he can't use. Okay.
Right.
All
right. So you've got you three, Maricor, and Kotka.
Okay. And Kotka is the thief is armed with what?
What's it say here? It's got a sling.
Okay. So I will give him my bow.
Mm-hmm.
In the night or in the morning when we're aroused, I will give him my bow, and I will give him 10 of my arrows.
Okay.
I'll keep 8 for myself.
And George will give him a dagger.
Dagger, bow, and 10 arrows. Okay, I will update that.
And a red shirt.
And a red
shirt. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So next morning, is that? First of all, see if there's a. First of all, we'll see if overnight. Are you putting up watches?
Yeah, I'll let Zurius sleep it off because he's gonna have to be able to memorize his stuff in the morning, and I with the 3 retainers. We can do watches. The 3 retainers, the 2 retainers, and myself.
Okay. So tell me the watches.
Well, I'll go first because I've had a long day. Hiking, and so I'll do the first watch.
Okay, all right. So Martin first. Next,
I suppose the thief.
Okay,
and then the poor magic user.
Okay, and then Kotka. Okay, all right. I was gonna roll something here. Okay, here it happens. Okay. Let me just figure out what's going on here. Let's see. Okay.
You all died.
Oh, that's session over.
Okay.
No cliffhanger this week.
That's right.
No cliffhanger this week. No. Actually, you. Let me just get this up. Bring this up here. What's his? Sorry, I got to do a couple things here and on the sly. Okay. So you are all awakened by screams, and you can see that Maricor, the thief, on his watch, he's being attacked by some largish black creature that's huddled over him that he's struggling with outside the circle of the fire, and he's trying to stab at it. Okay.
Okay.
So
I am on my feet, sword in hand, and I will approach this creature. Ready
all right,
to.
Let's roll initiative to see who is going to if this creature's going to get an attack on Maricor before you guys get to him. Okay.
Okay.
So I will roll over here.
You gonna roll, Jason?
Oh no, you can roll, George. Okay. John.
Oh. Okay. So the creature, whatever it is, gets an attack on Maricor first.
Oh no.
Rolls it. Oh, okay. Super.
Nice.
So
good.
They're struggling on the ground, rolling over each other.
Putting up a good fight is Maricor.
Creatures kind of bellowing.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Anybody have any missile weapons or such that they want to go with? No?
No, I gave my missile weapon to Maricor, the bastard.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'd have to load my crossbow, so it wouldn't be.
So so I'll be diving into melee and kicking Zerus as I run toward this melee. I give Zerus a kick in the ribs. Up, man, up!
Uh-huh. Right. And he's still going to be incapacitated a little bit, so it's going to be a penalty to anything that he tries to do at this point.
Or an inebriated illusionist.
Yes, delusionist, yes. All right, so, yes, if you get towards this creature that's attacking Maricor.
And I have no modifier to melee, so here we go. I'm just rolling a raw D20.
Oh! Right.
Oh, I didn't see. What is it? 19. Oh, yeah, right on. Okay, super.
And D8 damage, no modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Oh.
Hell.
Oh, no.
That's anticlimactic.
Thanks for coming at. That's not a Lauren moment at all.
Right.
Okay, anybody else?
Yes, George is going to follow with his sword and try to charge into the group and slash at this dark, shadowy creature, whatever it is.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's my damage. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 1. I meant to do an attack roll first. So even if I do hit, we're only doing 2 points of damage.
I know. Why'd you roll a 20 now? Just a
13.
A 13 will hit.
Nice. We'll take
your
anything
sword
we can get.
finds its mark, George.
Do we have now that we've connected with this thing, can we make out more of what it is?
Yeah. At this distance, you can definitely see it's a black bear.
Oh, shite.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, Maricor.
roll your damage,
Maricor, I hardly knew ye.
Yeah, I rolled the 1. I figured I'd just use that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yep. Okay. And then I guess Maricor gets an attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me just see what his thing says here. And he rolls 5. Oh, no. No. Okay, so that's no good for that. All right. And now, bear.
Bear.
Okay. Somehow Maricor is able to avoid.
Maricor is a badass. I'm happy I retained his services.
Okay.
He's fighting a bear pretty successfully.
Everyone's gone. We're going to initiative up again, okay?
All right.
So, somebody else want to roll for initiative?
Yeah, here we go. See if I can get better than a 1.
There, got a 3.
4, not bad.
Oh, hey, you guys got it. Okay.
All right, here we go. Attacking the bear again.
Attacking the bear.
Oh, hell. 2 in a row. 2 in a row is asking too much.
Gosh. This is definitely not a...
I saw that 20. I was like, oh, geez.
Oh, man. You can get into this, Zurius, but you're going to be at a -3 for anything you try and do. Because of your state. Can't hear you. You're muted.
I fully expected to bed in at the camp because he offered me a room there, right? That's why I was getting inebriated and doing what I was doing.
Yeah, then they dragged you out into the middle of the night.
That's what I'm saying. I'm totally inebriated.
I can
so
imagine
when I'm waking up, I'm
over,
like,
just rolls over and goes back to sleep.
With the screams, it's probably going to jangle me out a little bit. And so I'm still sitting up, bedhead and everything, looking
If
around.
you try and cast any spells, I'm going to give the creature or whatever, if they have to make a save, there'll be, there'll be some sort of penalty against you so that they can save easier. Because you might miscast it or something,
Right?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have anything offensive up my sleeve,
No.
At this moment, other than a dagger, which I'm grasping around and looking for,
Right. Okay.
Pegged, but it once I do, I will attack it if it's approaching me. Right now.
Right now, it seems to be no one. It's just had a couple of little pokes.
It's playing with Maricor.
I'm just playing with possum.
It's playing with Maricor more than anything.
I'm playing possum.
Okay. All right. George,
Come
did
on,
you go?
George.
All
Kill
right.
it. Kill it, George.
Yes.
Kill it.
It's better be an illusion.
He's now that George knows it's just a common black bear, he's a bit reluctant to attack it again, but it is mauling their new friend.
Our new
All
retainer.
in America. All right.
So he is going to continue his assault on it
Okay.
Nice.
with a 14.
14 will hit.
Nice.
All right,
Nice shot.
then here comes the damage.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Good.
All right. But it's still intent on what it's doing at this point. All your side is gone. All right. Now, was that enough to get its attention?
Uh-oh.
All right. Uh-oh. Is it going to change course? I will say on a over a 3, yes, on a 6-sided dice, and it is over. No. So it's not going to change. It's still going to attack Maricor. He's well into it, and Maricor somehow. I don't know how he's doing it. This thing is.
It's this red shirt we gave him.
Right, it is. The red shirt.
He's surviving.
Yeah.
He's surviving somehow. It's not hitting the mark.
He's
All right.
he's that rare red shirt that might actually get a roll consistently.
Walski.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do our initiative again. Okay, somebody new. I got 3.
Go ahead, George or Dale.
All right.
You doing it though?
3.
Nice.
3. Okay, you guys go.
We get the even, right? Yeah.
Yep, you get the even.
All right. Again, I'm not. I say nothing as I drive my sword toward the giant bear. 12.
No pluses.
No modifiers.
Okay, so somehow it avoids that that strike. Yes, just barely
Yes.
avoids your strike. All right, George.
All
Kill
right,
it, George. Kill it.
It'll be George the Bear Slayer.
What's our magic
to-
user doing?
What is our magic user doing?
No,
He's
I
not
got it
doing
down.
very much. He's just kind of he's kind of standing in the background rooting you on because all
Yeah.
he's got is this dagger.
Yeah, he's
Right?
Horrified, right? Oh,
No, I've got a sling. I've got a sling and everything.
No. I mean our
I'm at a
retainer.
distance.
I meant
Okay.
our retainer, Zirius. We actually have a retainer magic user I'm talking about. Sorry.
Now, what
Yeah,
time
yeah.
does this happen?
This is like 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, I'm totally discombobulated.
Yeah. Okay, George didn't hit, and
Yeah.
you want to try and shoot your sling.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. I'll try to do that.
Okay. What's the
geez.
firing in the melee for this? Oh my gosh. I don't even think I have it. Okay, go ahead. I'll see if I can find it while you're doing that.
Nice.
What'd you roll?
15.
15, and I do have
Ooh.
a +2 on Dex.
Okay, so that would have been 17, but minus
Yeah.
3 would put you to 14.
Whoa.
Okay.
Just
You
did it.
swing around with your sling, and it's if anybody's seeing you would think you were going to fall over while you swung it, and then you let it go, and maybe after you let it go, you did fall to the ground, but somehow the stone hit.
My forward momentum actually corrected my
Aim.
awkward aim
Yeah. Okay. So what's this is your damage here?
as I'm pitching forward myself and the stone. Yeah, so 2.
2.
Well-
or
No, I got a -1 strength, so that's 1.
1.
Wow,
Okay.
does that affect? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Wow. What strength?
Damage, right?
I didn't know
Because
strength
No.
affects missile weapons.
No,
I didn't
strength
know that.
doesn't affect. No, I didn't think strength affected.
I thought it affected damage.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, that's
I
good.
think it's just for your missile damage is based to hit is based on your dexterity. I
Right.
thought.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Right. Okay. So. All right. So you did hit. You did do 2 points damage, and now you guys have. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna roll for morale because it's taken a fair chunk of damage here. All right. All right. So that is a Is it 2d6 or is it d12?
I think it's 2d6, and
2d6,
if you roll
yes.
over its morale, it runs, if I remember right.
Okay, all right, let's see what
I
happens
think
here.
that's it.
Yeah, because if it had a 12 morale, it could never roll
Right.
over it, so it would never run.
Right.
I always get this one confused. All right, here we go. 9. It rolled over its morale of 7.
Okay.
So that means it runs.
Okay. I will take one
as
final swing at it as it tries to run.
As I pitched forward and shot off a big, be gone with you. And then if I can roll Constitution, I'm going to see if I can hold my stomach.
Hold your stomach, okay.
15.
What's your Constitution? Yeah?
Well,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, Constitution's 14, so no.
All right.
I
You don't. No.
Be gone, and then as if commanding my bowels. I mean, you know.
That's your new looseness spell. It's called the Technicolor Yawn. Yes.
Yes.
And
all right.
I will swing my sword one final time at this departing bear.
Oh!
Yeah, baby.
What's up there?
20.
Lauren.
Oh, wow.
And 5 points of damage.
Okay. Holy mackerel. 5 points of damage. No,
Does that do it?
5. Oh my gosh. All right. So the bear is getting away, but you can tell he's on his last legs.
Okay. I say to Manticore, draw the bow boy, finish it, and then you will have a trophy to take back to your alpha.
Okay. So Manticore pulls out the bow, takes careful aim. He's got 16 for dexterity. So that's
Nice.
+2, eh? Okay, so here he goes. +2 onto this, and he rolls. Oh no, he misses.
I clap him on the back. Nice try, boy, but you have a story to tell.
And like he's all muscled up, his hair's all messy, his disheveled, from wrestling with the bear, right? He can't believe he's alive.
Right. Yeah, it's probably a bloody mess. He just hasn't.
He actually never took any damage.
I know, it's amazing, right?
Nothing.
He slobbered
right?
up. The bear was slobbered all over him, right.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh my
so
gosh.
as the wounded bear escapes into the frigid night, this frigid night of the early morning of the 25th
Right.
of Bitter Moon, that is where we'll draw the curtain.
Nice.
On this
All right.
session.
Right. Now, boy, get some rest. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, I dropped down on my
Wholeheartedly
quarters.
agrees. All right. Oh. Well, that could have gone bad, but it
Well, you brought me.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, that was epic. It's too bad the boy couldn't have got his trophy.
I know, eh? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't remember though. We didn't actually talk about pay for these guys, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping that the Alpha
Very
will
good.
take well to them bringing back Gregor if they survive.
Yeah. I think that they were looking more for the fame and
George promised them some of the gold when we find
Right.
the bandits camp.
Well, I didn't promise to them.
No,
I
right,
just
to me.
said-
Send it to me. Right.
yeah. Okay. All right. So I got some things to update there. I got some information, rumors to Xurius. Okay, and what else was there? I need to keep track of what you guys have given to the retainers as far as weaponry.
Yep. 9 arrows left. I gave him my bow.
Nine.
He has 9 arrows left.
9 arrows left. Okay.
I just
Metacore.
fired that arrow.
All right. Super duper.
Pretty good.
Okay, guys.
Teach
Well,
Xurius to get drunk before he knows what's going on.
yeah. All right. So I guess next time we're heading into the East Woods.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
good.
See if we can
We're going to
track
need
down.
Justin and Lauren, and we're going to need a full entourage to take on
I was
giants
trying to
in the
get a
woods.
camp inebriated where you can steal away with what's her face, pop the lock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Hilda.
Well, and I agree, but
Weak.
I agree,
I'm
but
good.
it was a good plan. Except George had already nixed it at the fire pit. No, let's not do that yet.
Not yet.
Right?
Not quite yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
unbeknownst
guys,
to Zarius, he went. All that work just didn't fall into line, but it would have worked had.
It's funny you come in there and I'm all like, wink, wink. Look, I've got them all snickered. You can.
Oh, we're not doing that.
Yeah, what is it? Best laid plans of mice and men. Yeah, there we
That's
go.
right.
There we go,
That's
man.
right.
Another successful.
Okay.
Hey, nobody died. Not even our
Nobody died.
retainers. Not even our
No,
retainers.
that's
So
true.
that's all right, man. That's pretty good.
Super duper.
It's
All right.
You're
Well,
gonna drag me out there in the middle of the freaking forest.
oh.
Don't go out in the forest off the trail. Let's take him out there and let him wake up in the middle of nowhere. I was all happy. I was putting the bed down. And
Yeah, probably when he went to bed, thought he was. When he heard the commotion, thought they were still revelry in the longhouse. Doesn't even realize that he's miles away in these woods. He'll wake up in the morning going, "Where the hell am I at?"
That's right. That's right.
was it all a dream?
Awesome. We got meat shields now. That's cool. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
right.
I'll do like
Bear
I do. I'll make up another channel for actually meat shields. We can put torch bearers and such in there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll work that out.
That's his new nickname. AmeriCorps will be called Bear Scat from here on out. Call him Bear Scat. Zarius is giving him a nickname, Bear Scat.
Bear Scat. Right on. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
All right.
And
Awesome, gentlemen. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, it was
We'll
fun.
talk to you all
Have a good
next
night.
time.
Yeah.
Yep.